number 5, the final match of today at the US Invitational at Leda Lanes in Nashua, New Hampshire. This is Paul Grant along with Bob Lee. First string now between Fenway Academy on the left and Bowling Ball Mafia on the right. Doug Smith led off with a spare and a 10 box for Jay Simoneau from Fenway Academy. It says 10, okay. Fixing it. Okay, it was 9 for Simoneau.
Those aren't the right players either. Those aren't the right names either.
Jay Simoneau?
That's Jay. I thought you said
Jay.
Yeah, Jay.
Okay.
They got Cole, Jeff, they got weird names.
We could use some help, Norm. When we get started.
Doug Smith on the right, on a spare, delivers 9, leaving up the 4 pin, 19 after 1. Jay Simoneau started off with a 9, second box, first string of 2. 7. Has the 3 pin on the right, 4-7 on the left. Smith for another spare, missed it to the right. Simoneau gets 1. He's from Merrimack, New Hampshire, league average of 113. Smith with a 10. Oh, he's easy in the third one. 29 though after 2. And a 10 for Simoneau, 19 after 2. 10 pin lead early after the first 2 bowlers. Bowling Ball Mafia in front. Fenway Academy had just lost 6. They're at 56 and 22 coming in. Here's Marc Weber now for Bowling Ball Mafia. Head pin gets 6. Here's Joe Smith on the left side for Fenway Academy. He's got 5 standing. 2, 4, 7, 5 pin in the back and 10 on the right. Marc Weber, feet it over. Not quite. It's the 2 on the right, leaving the 4 and 7. This is for a spare. It's 3, 5, and the 7 pin standing. Marc Weber gets a 10. 10 after 1. And a 9 for Joe Smith. 11 pin lead, 39-28. Bowling Ball Mafia in front. In the way too early first string. Second box first string. 2-string match. 5th and final match of the day. 4 on Tuesday, 5 yesterday on Wednesday, 5 today on Thursday. We'll have 3 more tomorrow, then the playoffs.
There's 17 teams and a dummy, and they're playing each other
for 10 spots for the playoffs. Top 2 teams get a bye. 9 drop there for Smith. Good chance for a spare. In the second box of the first string. Marc Weber, 6 standing. Gets the ride, not quite. Smith for a spare. He's got it. 19 in the ball for 2. Fenway Academy, Joe Smith. From Wilmington, Massachusetts, at a 116 league average. Weber is 10. 2 10s, 20 after 2. It's 49-38, 11 pin lead. Fenway does have a spare in hand when Joe Smith comes up. Third bowler is Merrill on the right for Bowling Ball Mafia. Jimbo Ayotte from Leominster, New Hampshire.
Fenway is tied for second at the top of the standings.
That's the latest update.
With Price's wood flooring behind Lucky Strike.
Top 2 get a bye. As Merrill starts off with a strike on 36. 10 plus 2 balls. Chris Merrill. Jimbo Ayotte starts off with a half whisk to right. Punches 3. The names do not match on the scoreboard, obviously, at home.
Those were the original lineups. They're put in for league standings. But you can follow the action along with the scores.
7 box for Ayotte to start his first box in the first string. Chris Merrill with a strike. On lane 36 here in the pink shirt. He's going for another one. Head pin. Gets 8. 3 pin won't go. The 3 and the 7. One more ball on the strike, Phil. Here's a nice shot. Will that go for a strike? It does. Jimbo Ayotte. 17 plus 2. And a spare on strike. For Chris Merrill, what a start. 30 and a ball after 2. 79-55, a 24-pin lead early for Bowling Ball Mafia. 2 spares coming up though for Fenway. 1 strike coming up for Bowling Ball Mafia. 4th bowlers now. Marc Carrier on the right for Bowling Ball Mafia. Tim Jalbert of my current hometown, Haverhill, Mass. Yay! 125 average. Carrier's first ball, first string, half twister, left side. Tim Jalbert on the head pin. Gets 7. He has the 7, 9, and 10 with a piece of wood and possibly pick it up. 4 on the right. 1, 4, 7, and 9 on the right side. Marc Carrier, one for hopeful 10 bucks. Jalbert going for a difficult spare. Gets it! What a that was! 7, 9, 10 with the wood. Delivers.
Study that one.
10 on the ball after 1. And a 7 for Marc Carrier to start things off for his first box. 86-65. Lead is 21 currently for Bowling Ball Mafia. The Marks are in favor 3-1 for Fenway Academy. Carrier's second box in the first string. Off to the right gets 4. Jalbert punches through. Gets a generous hit. 7 go down. 7 fill in the spare. 17 after 1. Carrier's second ball. Leads up 2. The 1 and the 9. Up the head pin falls. 9 remains standing. Jalbert looking for another one. Can he pick it up? Nope. The wood caromed off. Hit the cap. 9 for Marc Carrier. He's at 16 after 2 for Bowling Ball Mafia. They're at 95 with Brian Purdy, the ranking bowler, coming up next. Jalbert for a 10 gets 9. 26 after 2. 95, 81, 14-pin lead for Bowling Ball Mafia. But again, 3 marks in hand. 2 marks in hand now, a spare and a strike for Fenway Academy. And 1 mark in hand for Bowling Ball Mafia.
Brian Crowell has the high single for the tournament. Bowling on our left. He had a 183 yesterday. That still stands as the high single.
183, wow. Brian Purdy in the right for Bowling Ball Mafia. Did you give up prizes for high single?
Yes.
Okay, Brian Purdy gets 7. Here's Brian Crowell. Crowell Bowl and Stowe for years. That's not around anymore, is it? Long gone? On TV quite a few times. There's a spare for Purdy to cut it off. 10 plus the ball up to 1. Here's Brian off to the right. Leads up 3. Has the 1 and 3 on the right, 7 in the corner. This is for a 10 off the potential. Gets 8. 8 after 1 for Brian Crowell. 105 to 89, 16-pin lead for Bowling Ball Mafia. Brian Purdy will add to that, but Fenway Academy is on a spare and a strike. Second and third bowlers, Joe Smith and Jimbo Ayotte. On the spare, off the head pin gets the Clary. 5 drop, 15 after 1. Crowell off to the right. Clipped 1 there. Throwing his second ball, the second box of the first string on lane 35 in the green shirt for Fenway Academy. Going for the spare, can he pick it up? Oh, let's go, the 9 does fall, sensational shot by Brian Crowell. 18 to the ball after 2. Purdy for an out. Missed it. 6 box. 21 after 2. 116.99. Right now it's a 17-pin lead. 1 spare pending. Bowling Ball Mafia with 3 marks, 2 spares and a strike for Fenway Academy. Ball switch side. Back to the top of the order. Jay Simoneau on the right for Merrill, New Hampshire for Fenway Academy. He had 19 in his first 2. Doug Smith on the left for Bowling Ball Mafia. He had 29 after 2. Off to the left gets 6. Has the 1, 3, and 10, and the 9 pin in the back. Smith punches the half west to right. Simoneau trying to convert a spare here. This third box of the first string. Off to the right gets 2. 1 and 3 pin remaining. Here's Smith, second ball. Tough out coming up. He's got 5 standing. 1 ball to go. Simoneau for a 10. Gets it. He's at 29 now. After 3. There's a 9 in the pair of 10s and a 7 box for Doug Smith. Now at 36, spare 9, 10, 7, 36 after 3. 123 to 103.
109.
109 rather.
A 14-pin lead.
123, 109. Thank you, Bob. Fenway Academy, the advantage on the marks, though.
I was talking to my mom today.
Simoneau punches, gets 2. Doug Smith off the right, gets 4. Open boxes here, 4th box of the first string. 1 more after this to wrap up the day. We'll do it again tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. here from Leader Lanes in Nashville at the US Invitational.
Again, I don't just randomly talk to people.
Both punching out.
These are my people.
Third ball coming up in the box. Simoneau has the 1-7 and the 6-10 on the right.
Okay, no shit.
It's 8. 37 after 4. 1, 5, and 7 here for Smith. Gets a 10. Nice shot. 46 after 4 for Doug Smith. 133 is it? 117?
That's right.
16-pin lead right now for Bowling Ball Mafia. We have 1 spare. Fenway Academy has 2 spares and a strike. And 1 here on a spare 7 fill for Joe Smith. 26 after 2. Here's Marc Weber for Bowling Ball Mafia with a diamond lead. He had 2 10s to start off, 20 after 2. In the hole, 3 standing. And in the gutter there, for Weber. Smith for an out. Gets 1, 8 box. 34 after 3. Weber punches 2 at 8 blocks. He's at 28 after 3. 141, 132, 9-pin lead for Bowling Ball Mafia. 3 marks to 1 though for Fenway Academy. Joe Smith in his 4th box of the first string hits 3. Marc Weber for Bowling Ball Mafia on 35. On the head pin, leaves 5. Smith, head pin hit, leaves up the 8 pin. He'll try for a 10 in just a moment. Here's Weber going for a spare. 10 pin won't go. Will it? It does! The wood swept left to right. What a shot there. Marc Weber with a spare, 38 in the ball after 4. Bowling Ball Mafia at 151 right now. You're on 2 balls. 1 coming up here by Chris Merrill. Jimbo Ayotte on the right.
Working on a strike.
For Fenway Academy, 2 balls coming up here for him. 151, 142. It's 9 pins right now for Bowling Ball Mafia. On a strike. Off to the right with the Caleri. Merrill. He gets a strike. Strike on spare for Chris Merrill. 40 after 2. A strike and a spare and a strike. Wow. 50 plus 2 after 3. What a start. Ayotte with a 9 fill on the strike. 26 after 2, looking for a 10 for a 36-3. It's 9, 35 after 3. 171 to 160. Right now it's 11 for Bowling Ball Mafia. Up against a very tough out in Fenway Academy, who were the runner-ups 2 years ago in the Worlds. Ayotte, open box here in the 4th, first string. Backdoor action off the head pin, gets 6. Strike fill, 3 so far, 1 more to go. Chris Merrill trying to cash in. Ayotte with the 8 box. Second box in the second ball on the strike, he gets 6 on the fill. 56 after 3.
Lead is 17.
Ayotte, 1 for 10, gets 8. He's at 43 after 4, and waiting for that wood to roll. He gets an 8. 64. What a start for Chris Merrill. 64 after 4. Strike, spare, strike, 8 box. 185 to 168. 17 pins is the lead for Bowling Ball Mafia. Fourth bowl is coming up. Tim Jalbert on the right. Got a spare 7-9, 26. Third ball coming up, open box. On the head pin, gets 8, maybe 9, 8. Marc Carrier. His first ball gets 5. Open box for him also. Jalbert has the 2 pin and the 4 pin. For a spare, can he pick it up? No. Carrier hooks it to the left, punches out the 7 pin. Third ball of the box. Third box of the string. 10 for Tim Jalbert from Haverhill, Mass. 125 league average coming in. And an 8 for Marc Carrier. 24 for Marc Carrier after 3. Jalbert is at 36 after 3. 193 to 178. 15 pins. Right now the lead for Bowling Ball Mafia. Thrilling match so far in the first. Solid shot. 2 explosive teams here. Carrier, 9 drop, has the kingpin standing, the 5 pin. That ball, wood is out of play, you think? Yep, so I'll have to remove that.
We have to look at it at least.
Yeah. Sometimes you go down there, it's just not quite over the line. They'll take a look here.
Matt Huff going down to check.
It's good. That makes it a tough shot to play.
Those 3 pins don't go easily together, though. The wood.
Better with the wood than without the wood here.
It's pretty far away, though. Like you said, you fire it and you hope it helicopters into it. And he's got a ball to do it.
I like Marc Carrier's chance better, but let's see what Tim Jalbert can do here. Excellent try. Left the 5 pin. Not much more you can do on that shot. Carrier is going for a spare here. Looking for the ball to come back. Being iced here.
Ball's not coming back on 35, is that right?
So we'll wait for the bowling balls to return to the rack. You're watching the US Invitational from Leader Lanes in Nashua, New Hampshire. This is Paul Grant with Bob Lee. Our 5th and final match of the day. Been a lot of fun, Bob. Seen some fantastic bowling. Spectacular shots.
It's a great finale.
Yes. 183 just recently in the match. Was that got the 183 again?
That's Brian Crowell.
Brian Crowell. He's
from Crowell
Fenway,
Bowl.
He's the anchor bowler.
Yeah, his family had the Crowell Bowl where Dead Klein worked.
Delay here on 35 and 36. Marc Carrier is going for a spare.
Here comes the ball.
Tim Jalbert will be trying for a 10 box. Carrier in the pink shirt for Bowling Ball Mafia on 35 is first. His second ball. Tim has already thrown 2. This is for a spare. Can he pick it up? Yes! The long play did not ice him. Carrier with a spare. 34 and a ball after 4 and a 10 for Tim Jalbert. 46 after 4. 203, 188, 15-pin lead right now for Bowling Ball Mafia over Fenway Academy.
Here come the anchors.
Now Bowling Ball Mafia, who is behind in the marks, now have 2 marks in hand and only one for Fenway. And Brian Crowell is coming up with that one. He's on the right side on 36 in the green shirt. 18 in the ball here after 2. Just had a 183 today. Head pin, 2 full. What, gets a break? Gets 7 out of that. Even the 4 on the left and the 6-10 on the right, 7 filling the spare. 25 after 2. Brian Purdy on the left for Bowling Ball Mafia had a spare 5 and 6, 21 for 2, punches 3 in his third box on his first ball of the third string. Just everything is Brian. Punching right is Purdy. Crowell gets 9. He's at 34 after 3. Brian Purdy, nice out. Gets 7. 28 after 3. 210 to 204. It's down to 6. Bowling Ball Mafia does have a spare in hand when Marc Carrier comes up 4th next time. No lead is safe for either of these teams. Crowell, 4th box, first string. Has a split. Purdy in the right. 6.
Oh, Purdy, write it down
7
now.
for Crowell. He's got the 6-10 on the right, 7 on the left. Brian on the lane 35 has the 1, 2, 7, and the 9 in the back. These are both spare attempts. Crowell, let's go. Caps it, only 1 goes. Brian Purdy punches the head pin.
They want me to get it bigger.
One for at least a 9, misses. 8 box for Crowell. 42 after 4. Brian Purdy gets 1, 8 box for him. He's at 36 after 4. 217, 212, 5-pin lead for Bowling Ball Mafia. And they've got 1 mark in hand. 2 now actually on hand. Second and 4th bowlers on spares for Bowling Ball Mafia. Open boxes right now for Fenway Academy as we start the 5th box of the first of 2 strings in our 5th and final match of the day. Doug Smith on the right for Bowling Ball Mafia. We'll play that wood before he starts.
I know, there's certain spots.
Simoneau.
Oh, Lacey's back.
113 league bowler from Merrill, New Hampshire, in the green for Fenway on the left. Doug Smith had 46 in his first 4. He's off to the right, gets 5. Simoneau had a 37 for his first 4. He's on the head pin, gets a split. The 3 and 6 on the right, the 4 pin on the left, no wood. Smith with the 4 horsemen plus the 8 pin.
Oh!
Nails it! Spare, nice shot. 56 in the ball through 5 for Doug Smith. Simoneau's spin falls a pin short. Fenway was 56 and 16, but just lost 6. 10 though for Simoneau. 47 through 5. Doug Smith on 36, working on a spare. 56 in the ball through 5. 6-pin lead right now. They'll add to that. They got 3 marks in hand. Here's one of them. Head pin. Here goes 8 more. 64 through 5 for Doug Smith. Simoneau. Here he gets a 9 drop. 9 pin standing. Generous pieces of wood in front of it. Smith with the 2-7. Gets it for a spare. 2 in a row. 74 after 6 in the ball. And a spare for Simoneau. 57 in a ball after 6. 246, 232. It's a 14 pin lead right now for Bowling Ball Mafia. Switching. Yep.
14.
Yep. 14.
And a spare for Bowling Ball. Spare coming up for Bowling Ball Mafia. For Weber.
Marc Weber on the right side here, working on the mark. Back door.
It's 6 out of it.
Couldn't see from here.
6 out of it for 20. Leads up to 20.
Open box here. It's 7 down, 3 to go. The 1-4-7. 44 now for Weber after 4. 44. 44 also for Joe Smith after 4. This is for a spare. What a shot! Joe Smith delivers a spare for Fenway Academy. 54 in a ball after 5. Marc Weber with the 8 blocks. He's at 64 after the fill, and that's right.
Leads down to 18.
6 fill in the strike, 8 blocks, 64. Sorry, 52. I'm on the wrong name. 52 for him. He has spare 6 in the 8 blocks. 52. And there's 9 there. Smith. 7 fill. 6-10 on the right, 7 on the left. 61 after 5. Weber for a spare, missed it. For another spare. 1 pin went, 2 on the right did not. For Joe Smith. He's at 61 through 5. Weber with a 10, 62 through 6. And 8 box gives him 69 through 6.
And the lead is at 13 for Bowling Ball Mafia.
270, 257.
Both bowlers were open in the 4th here, so no bonus here.
Chris Merrill on the right for Bowling Ball Mafia has the 9-10 left for a spare bid. Is Jimbo Ayotte, 121 average from Leominster, New Hampshire. Spread eagle. Merrill for a spare. Gets it. Nice shot. That gives him 74 in a ball after 5. Had a 64. First 4 had a strike, spare, strike, 8 box. Now another spare. 4th mark in 5 boxes for Chris Merrill. Ayotte has the 6-10 and the 7 pin left. Gets 2. 9 box, 52 after 5 for Jimbo Ayotte.
Lead is 14.
Merrill will add to that. One-man wrecking crew. 9 on the fill. 83 through 5 for Chris Merrill. Here's Jimbo Ayotte on 35. Just missed a strike. Left up the 4 pin. Another spare opportunity. He gets it. Chris Merrill sizzling. 93 in a ball after 6.
What a performance.
Jimbo Ayotte for a spare, gets it to keep pace. He's at 62 in a ball after 6. Right now it's 299 to 276, 23 pin lead for Bowling Ball Mafia. Fenway Academy have been cruising, they just lost 6. Bowling Ball Mafia trying to make it 8 straight losses.
They were in
Big
fifth.
points.
They were in 5th place after 13 rounds. Eight fill there.
8 fill from our carrier, puts him at 42 after 4. Tim Jalbert punched out 4 his first ball. 5th box of the first string. Carrier looking for another spare here. Missed it to the right. Jalbert trying to work something out of this. Gets 2. Gets the 1-2 and the 6-10 on the right.
There it was.
10 for Carrier. 52 after 5. Just a 7 for Jalbert. 53 after 5. 317 to 283.
34 pin lead.
Fenway Academy is one of the favorite teams here.
So is the Bowling Ball Mafia, though.
They're right behind them,
He's just jealous right now.
trying to move ahead of them.
I'm carrying.
7 drop. And a half what's to right for Jalbert. Carrier's 52 after 5. Missed that one. 7 gives him, let's give him a ball. 59 right now for the string. Jalbert trying to work out of this half blister. Punches out to the left, leaves 4. It's the 1, 4, 7, and 6 pin on the right. 8 from our carrier, 60 after 6. Jalbert, third ball, punches the head pin for a 7. Here are 7s for him, 60 after 6. 325 to 290.
35 pins.
Bowling Ball Mafia on top. Anchor bowlers are up now. Brian Purdy on the right, Bowling Ball Mafia in the pink shirt. Brian Crowell in the green shirt for Fenway Academy on the left. $36 for 4 for Brian Purdy. 4 standing. Crowell at 42 in his first 4. Has a chance for a spare. He's got the triangle in the corner. 9 pin in the back, 6-10 on the right. Brian Purdy off, looks up 1 pin.
He's got the 189 left.
Brian, first spare opportunity here. Gets it.
Oh,
52 in a ball up to 5 for Brian Crowell. 8 box for Brian Purdy, 44 through 5 for the anchorman for Bowling Ball Mafia. 333 to 300. 33 pin lead right now for Bowling Ball Mafia.
fill ball coming up for Crowell, though.
Purdy off to the left, gets 7 though.
Oh.
10 falls as the 1 and 3 spare leave. Brian on a spare here. Hooks it to the left and gets just 4. 50, 56 it should be. It says 55, I think, doesn't it? Yeah, 56.
Leads down to 29.
Purdy for a spare, gets it. Brian Purdy, 54 in a ball after 6. Oh, what a spare for Brian Crowell after that 4 fill. 65 in a ball.
Says the lead is 30 now up there. I'm going to check on that.
Checking that fill for, you should have a 4 fill, not a 3. Bob Lee's going to check that scoring there. Right now it's 343 to 313. 30 pin lead right now for Bowling Ball Mafia, unofficially. Team switch sides. Jay Simoneau on the right for Merrill, New Hampshire, for Fenway Academy. He's on a spare here. 57 in the ball through 6. Gets 8. 65 through 6 now. Here's Doug Smith. Punches out the quarter. 1 fill on the spare. Ouch.
Yeah, that 4.
75 through 6.
So the computer picked up a 3, but it was really a 4. The official scoring table has it as a 4 fill.
Simoneau missing the chance for a spare. After that 1 fill, comes back and gets 8. 7. Simoneau going for a 10 here. In the gutter, 9 box, 74 through 7. Smith in the gutter also, 8 box, 83 through 7. 352 to 330, is it?
And that'll be a 331.
Add 1.
Yep. So it's a 21 pin lead officially. That's what we've got on this on the graphics
You have
here.
to have 1 to Brian Crowell score too.
Yep.
Chase Simoneau, 8th box, the first of 2 strings. Punches out. Spread eagle -1. Smith on 35. Bounces. Head pin gets 9. Can't get to the corner for the strike. 10 pin standing.
Put it in as a footnote.
What's that?
I put it in as a footnote on the graphic.
Okay. There's a spare. Doug Smith. 9 drop, then a spare. 93 in a ball after 8. In an 8 box, Simoneau 82 through 8. 362 to 339. Adding the 1. 23 pin lead right now for Bowling Ball Mafia.
They're gonna. Here, brother. I'm gonna check on the official score.
Double check the official score here. Second ball is up now. Joe Smith on the right for Fenway Academy. 69 through 6. Head pin hit. He's 2 and 2. Marc Weber on the left on 35. 62 through 6 so far. Off the head pin. Gets 4. Open boxes here for both bowlers. Smith. Oh! Shot! 2 and 2 for a spare. Outstanding shot there for Joe Smith from Wilmington, Mass. 79 in the ball through 7. Marc Weber trying to get 10 here. Does it, nice shot. 72 through 7, 372 to 349. 23 pin lead for Bowling Ball Mafia. Joe Smith working on spare on 36. 79 plus this. Off the head pin gets 6. 85 through 7 for Joe Smith. Marc Weber on 35, head pin. Has 2 and 2. Good piece of wood though. Smith has the 1, 3, 10, and 7. Good try. Got 3 of the 4. Weber for a spare. What a shot. Got the wood to roll over. 82 in a ball through 8 for Marc Weber. For Bowling Ball Mafia. And a 10 for Joe Smith at Fenway Academy. He is at 95 through 8. 382 to 365. 17 pins is the lead for Bowling Ball Mafia. And they're on 4 marks, 4 spares. Only 2 spares for Fenway Academy. Advantage Bowling Ball Mafia. Here's Jimbo Ayotte, third bowler. 4 in the spare. Still roll. Look up for a strike. The ball wants to hit it. No. 9 fill, 102 through 6. Wow. Jimbo Ayotte here. 1 for a spare. Left 2. Another spare. On fire. 112 on the ball through 7. It's Craig Merrill for Bowling Ball Mafia. Jimbo Ayotte going for a 10 here. It's 8. Missed it. 401 for Bowling Ball Mafia so far. We're going to clear the wood. We'll get the updated score. 73 through 7 for Jimbo. 376 if you add the 1 pin. 25 pin lead currently. 4 marks versus 1. Bowling Ball Mafia coming up. 8 drop
I've given it up over the years.
on the spare. 4 only, actually. 116 now. Merrill. Ayotte with the spare leave on 36. Got the 6 and 10 pin on the right. Spread eagle spare fill for Chris Merrill. This is for a spare. Right on. Jimbo Ayotte delivers for Fenway Academy. 83 in the ball through 8.
Told $100.
Merrill gets 3 of the 6.
Man, how many zeros?
Looking for an out here. Gets 9. He's up to 125 after 8.
I didn't lie to her.
Superb bowling for Chris Merrill of Bowling Ball Mafia. 414 to 386. 28 pin lead. 3 marks to 2 now in favor of Bowling Ball Mafia. All spares.
Staying down here? I figured I wasn't.
Here's Tim Jalbert from Fenway. Open box area at 60 through 6. Carrier. Head pin gets 9. Open box for him also, but 10 pin standing for a spare. Jalbert, 4 horsemen, missed the head pin. Carrier for a spare, gets it. 70 in the ball through 7. Jalbert for a 10. On it, 70 through 7. 424 to 396. 28 pin lead right now. Bowling Ball Mafia, 3 spares to 1, 3 to 2 on the spare advantage, 3 to 2 on the advantage spares. Tim Jalbert open box here in the 8. Just the 1, 2, 4 for spare lead. Carrier on the fill, gets 9, leaving the kingpin. 79 after the 19 box, 79 through 7.
Leads up to 37.
Jalbert for a spare, missed the head pin. Carrier for another spare, gets it! 2 in a row, 89 in the ball through 8. For Marc Carrier for Bowling Ball Mafia at a 10 for Tim Jalbert for Fenway Academy. He's at 80 through 8. Okay, both anchors here on a spare.
Come on, Brian.
Brian Crowell. 183 today, earlier. He's on a spare. As is Brian Purdy on the left. Crowell delivers. Missed the head pin. Got 6 to 4 horsemen left. Purdy on the spare. He gets 7. Has the 1, 7, 8 remaining. Purdy 4 horsemen, 1, 2, 4, 7 for a spare. Missed the head pin. Purdy got 2 to 3. Nice try.
Is that you?
Ryan trying for a 10 here on lane 36. Misses 9 box. 80 after 7. 9 for Brian Purdy. 70 after 7. 459 for Bowling Ball Mafia. 421. 38 pin lead.
Yep.
For Bowling Ball Mafia. Crowell trying to get a mark, get his team closer. On the head pin.
There you go, Brian. There you go.
10 pin went down. He's got a spare lead. Has the 2 and the 4 pin. Brian knocks down 8, has the 110. Chance for a spare also with the wood. Crowell needs this mark for Fenway Academy. He got it.
That's it, Brian.
Crowell for Purdy for a spare, missed it. But wood rolls back.
Just
Just
passed.
missed it. Crowell's at 90 in a ball now through 8 for Fenway. Purdy needs his 10 for an 80. Missed it. 79 through 8. 468 to 431. 37 pin lead for Bowling Ball Mafia with 2 boxes to go in the first of 2 strings at the US Invitational here in Leda Lanes in Nashville, New Hampshire. I'm Paul Grant along with Bob Lee and all the technical work today. Doug Smith on the right for Bowling Ball Mafia. He's on a spare. 93 in a ball after 8. Sizzling shot gets 8. 101 through 8 now. Here's Jay Simoneau, open box. Oh, almost a strike. Keeping up the 10 pin for a spare leave.
Come on, Jay, go get it.
Smith with the 5-7. Good piece of wood to sweep over. Trying to make it 2 in a row for Bowling Ball Mafia. Can he pick it up? Yes! Off the wall! 2 spins in a row for Doug Smith. 111 on the ball after 9. Simoneau misses the opportunity to match him. Bowling Ball Mafia pulling away over Fenway in the first.
Leads by 45.
Jay for a 10, gets it this time. 92 after 9 for Jay Simoneau. Doug Smith, 111 plus the ball after 9. First string, we have 1 more to go to close out the day. 3 more matches starting at 9 tomorrow. And the playoffs start later in the day. 3 on that, Phil. 114 after 9. Simoneau, 6 drop. The shot was made earlier in this match. Second ball.
Those are going about a 20% rate for a pro.
Simoneau trying to get a spare out of this somehow. Pulling it over, he does! They've seen it twice now this match. Sensational shot by Jay Simoneau for Fenway Academy. They needed that one. 92. And now 102 in the ball after 10 in his 10th box. 102 in the ball. 7 bucks to finish for Doug Smith, a 121 first string. Simoneau, 1 ball. Best he can do is 112 with a strike. They're down 45 right now. This will cut it down for the moment. Off to the left, but he gets 8. 110 for Jay Simoneau. String number 1. 1 more to go. 496 to 459. 37 pin lead.
Working on a spare from the 8th, Marc Weber.
Each team on 2 marks. Here's one now. Off the head pin, gets only 4. 86 after 8. Joe Smith punches 4. Open box. Good for a spare. 2 full. Punches out 2. Marc Weber going for at least 2 here. Gets 1, 8 box. 94 through 9 for Weber. Smith, an 8 box. He's at 103 through 9. 508 to 467 is that? That'd be a 41 pin difference. That's the official score here. Weber, 10 bucks, first string. Has the 6-10 on the right, 7 on the left. Joe Smith on the head pin. Gets 6. Has the 3-6 and the 9 pin behind that, 7 on the left. Good piece of wood to help out. Consultation, how to play this. Unlimited mound visits in Candlepin Bowling. Two of the top teams in the tournament here are facing off right now at Leda Lanes here at the US Invitational in Nashua. Won't go for Weber, and there it goes for Joe Smith, the spare in the 10th box. Needed that one. 113 in the ball. 9 box, 103 for Marc Weber for the string for Bowling Ball Mafia. 517 so far. 477, is it?
Yep.
On a spare, gets 8. Finishes with a 121 for Joe Smith. For Fenway Academy, 517 to 485. 32 pin lead right now. Fenway does have 2 spares versus 1 now for Bowling Ball Mafia. They'll need a couple more at least to have a chance. Here's Chris Merrill, third bowler. Bowling Ball Mafia. He has 125 after 8, punches 4. Jimbo Ayotte on a spare here for Fenway. Needs a bunch. Gets 8. It's got a split. Oh, big shot for a spare. Just missed it. Merrill, 9 drop after 2. Tough shot here for Jimbo Ayotte. He's got the 6 pin and the 7 pin. This is for a spare. Won't go. Oh, maybe. Wow. Oh, the 7 went for the 6 did not. And 10 for Chris Merrill. 135 through 9. 527, 502, 25 pin lead for Bowling Ball Mafia. 5 boxes to go. Make that 503 with his 10 box. 101 now for Jimbo.
It's 24.
24 officially. Bowling Ball Mafia in the lead. 8 drop for Chris Merrill trying to improve on that 135 score. 9. Spare could get him in the 150 range. Jimbo. Up 6 the first ball. Didn't get the spare though. He's at 144 right now. Best he can do is 145. And a spare for Jimbo Ayotte. 111 in the ball after 10 in his 10th box. 9 for Merrill. 144. Outstanding bowling from Chris Merrill. For Bowling Ball Mafia. 144. 536 to 513. 23 pin lead right now. 2 spares to 1 in favor of Fenway. Jimbo Ayotte finishing up his last ball in the 10th box. 111 plus this ball. Could use a strike here. Gets 8. 119 strength for Jimbo Ayotte.
Leads down to 15.
15 is the lead. 1 spare though for each team. Fenway needs to get a couple more marks to have a chance. Marc Carrier, the 4th bowler out of 5 for Bowling Ball Mafia. In the pink shirt on the right on 36. Tim Jalbert in the green shirt for Fenway Academy on the left. On a spare, he gets a strike. Strike on spare, 99 through 8, 109 plus 2 after 9. Jalbert on a mark, he punches 3. He's not in the spare actually.
Nope, he was not.
That's the next bowler, Brian Crowell.
So it's a 25 pin lead.
Gonna add on here though.
That was an enormous ball.
Tough break for Tim. Has 6 remaining with 1 ball to go. Gets 3, 7 box, 87 through 9. Way under average for him this string. Frustrating when that happens. Carrier on a strike. That's 109 plus 2 here after 9. The Bowling Ball Mafia has the clearing on the first ball. 5 down. Jalbert trying to get something going here. Head pin, but splits it. 3, 6, 10, and the 4 on the left. Carrier, second ball on the strike. Oh! Spare on strike. Spare, strike, spare. In a row. 129 in the ball. Sensational bowling.
Leads back to 38 with that one.
Tim cannot convert. Bowling Ball Mafia looking good here for the first string. 9 for Jalbert. 96 for his first string. Carrier on a spare. Missed the head pin. He gets
8 more.
8 on the backdrop. 137. Chris Merrill at 144. Marc Carrier at 137 for Bowling Ball Mafia. What a string. 584 to 537.
Good match. Is that a 130?
Is that 47 the lead?
46 is what I have.
46 unofficially. So Bowling Ball Mafia will take 2 at Fenway Academy. As Crowell punches 3 on the spare.
See you later, man. Thank you. All right.
He misses a spare opportunity, but it's not easy. Crowell trying to bounce back here in the second ball. He's up 3. Purdy for a 10. Gets it. 89 after 9. 10 for Brian. Nice shot. 103 after 9. 594 to 550, is it? 44?
Yeah, it's a 44 with the scoring issue.
Bowling
Yep.
Ball Mafia up in control, which helps in the total. Purdy trying to build on it. 7 drop has the 1, 7, and the 8 in the back. Ryan Cole punches the head pin, gets 3 only. Purdy's second shot. It's the head pin only, giving up the 7 and the 8 pin. 1 more ball to go on the string. Ryan has a mess to work with here. Good try. Back pin won't go. 2 left up. 9 for Brian, 98 for the string. But his third and fourth bowlers with 144 for Chris Merrill, 137 for Marc Carrier. Give him a 603 string. Brian with a 10, 113 string. 560.
A 43 pin victory.
So the score after the first string, Bowling Ball Mafia 603, Fenway Academy 560, plus 43 after 1. 1 more string to go in the match. This is the US Invitational. From Leader Lanes in Nashua, New Hampshire, Paul Grant and Bob Lee. Thanks for having us. This holiday season, think Candlepin bowling gift cards. Support your local bowling alley. Help the youth get involved in the sport. And keep Candlepin alive as we strive to get Candlepin bowling on the air again and increase the popularity of it like it was in the earlier days. Check your local Candlepin bowling alley gift cards for Christmas. Candlepin Bowling, the gift of giving.
We'll check for lineup changes. Looks like Doug Smith and Jay Simoneau up to start things.
Any changes? No changes on either team, it looks like.
9
Simoneau
drop.
on the right. 9 leaves the kingpin up. Doug Smith gets 7. Smith had a 121 in the first. Jay Simoneau 110 in the first. This is first spare. Missed it to the right. Wide to the right there. Now he gets it, 10 bucks. Simoneau 10 after 1. Smith gets 7, 3-pin lead after the first box in the second string. Fenway Academy down 40 in the match. It was close for a while. Bowling Ball Mafia pulled away. Thanks to Chris Merrill's 144, Marc Carrier's 137, Doug Smith had a 121.
10 pin just dropped. We're gonna get a reset on 35.
Yep. Hopefully the sweeper won't get stuck, which it did. Another delay here on the sweeper.
You gotta wait for the
Red light, the orange light's on now, so
you gotta wait for the cones to fill up.
yeah. your experience, Bob, when you have, they're going to get new pins here eventually, but when you get new pins, are they more active than older pins?
I don't have a lot of experience with that, but what the lore is they're tougher until they break in.
What the hell is he doing?
They'll roll real nice, but they need to develop a little bit of that bounce.
Joe Smith going for a spare from the Four Horsemen, missed it by 1. Mark Webber has the 4-7.
Fenway on the right.
Fenway's on the right. Sorry?
That was Joe Smith just now.
Yeah. Smith with a spare.
Yep. And Simoneau leaves 9.
Okay, I'm the wrong spot here. All right, 17 in the ball for Smith, 19 after 2 for Jay Simoneau. 2-pin lead right now for Fenway Academy.
Got Joe Smith and Marc Webber up.
Mark Webber at a 103 for Bowling Ball Mafia. Joe Smith at a 121. And he starts off with a strike. Joe Smith, 10 plus 2 after 1. Webber trying to match him, only gets 4 on the first ball. Second and final string of this 5th and final match from Nashua, New Hampshire. US Invitational. 9 a.m. tomorrow and Saturday. Final 2 days of the tournament. Super Bowl atmosphere here all week long. Can't wait for Saturday for the finals. We don't turn the crowd noise down here like the NFL does sometimes. 6 for Mark Webber, 6 after 1. Smith working on a strike on 36 here. That lead of lanes in Nashua.
Like your coffee bean. You're still here?
6-pin lead for Fenway to start the string. 5 in the first of 2 on the fill. Webber had a 6, and he's trying to bounce back, and this one gets only 4 on the first ball. Smith trying to kick those 3 over somehow. Oh, turns it around, will it go? No! Heck of a try, 9 in the fill, 19 after 1. Mark Webber through the hole, big out. Smith with a 9, 28 after 2, solid start. Webber looking for a bunch. Gets 10 out of that. Nice out. 16 after 2 for Mark Webber. 47-33. Fenway Academy in the lead by 14. Bowling Ball Mafia has a spare by Doug Smith coming up at the leadoff spot next when he comes up. Third ball is now coming up. Jimbo Ayotte from Lemston, New Hampshire. 119 first string. Will start off. Off to the left. Here's Chris Merrill. Had a 144 first string, gets 3 and 1. 247 on the left, 10 pin on the right. Ayotte trying to make this somehow a spare.
Oh my
Gets
gosh.
it! What a shot by Jimbo Ayotte. Spare to start the second string. Merrill's open in this box. Gets 8. 8 after 1. 57-41, 16-pin lead for Fenway. Down by 27 in the match currently. Long way to go here. Just getting started here in the second string of this 2-string match. Looking for a big fill here on 36 is Jimbo Ayotte for Fenway. Looks good. 8 on it. 18 after 1. Merrill punches out. It's 3. 7-10 though. No wood. I'm sorry, 6 and 10. No wood. This would be something if you can convert it. Give it a try. Got the 1. Merrill in the hole again. 7 standing after 2 balls. Ayotte for a 10. Nails it. 28 after 2. A tough 4 for Chris Merrill. After that 144 first string, he's off to a tough start. 12 after 2. 75-45. It is a 30-pin lead for Fenway. 13 down in the match. Like I said, no lead is safe with either of these teams. Fourth ball is coming up here. Tim Jalbert leading off here in his first box of the second string. Solid hit, good piece of wood, 3-6-10. Got 96 in the first string is Marc Carrier at a 137 first string. Has the 1-7-8-10.
No wood.
For a spare. He gets it. 10 in a ball after one. And what a shot!
Oh my God!
He got it!
With no
What a
wood.
shot by Marc Carrier. No wood. Wow. 10+1. They're playing match game. PM. Jalbert on the fill. 8, 9, 19 after 1. Here's Carrier. Can he match it? He gets 6. Head pin falls. 16 after 1. 36 pin lead. Down to 7 in the match. Here's another one. 2 in a row to start it off for Tim Jalbert from Haverhill, Mass. 29 plus a ball. Can he match him? He does! Both bowlers for 2 spares to start out the second string. Marc Carrier, 26 in the ball after 2. Anchorage coming up here.
Leads up to 33 officially now.
They're down 10 in the match. It was 43 by Bowling Ball Mafia in the first. That's yours, right? Brian Crowell had a 113 in the first string, had a 183 earlier today.
That was yesterday.
Yesterday, rather. Sorry, I keep saying today. Yesterday. Seems like one long day all week. A lot of fun here. All in the games. Only 3 in the first ball. Brian Purdy has the 1, 8, and 9. Brian had a 98 in his first string. Crowell missed the head pin, leaves up 4. 1, 2, 6, and 10 remaining. Brian tried to give it a ride, won't go. 8 and 9 remains. This is out here, third ball. Gets 2 for an 8 box after his first. Brian with a 9. Oh, yes! Came back! What a shot that was by Brian Purdy. 10. The best shot sometimes rolling for 10. $112 to 81. 31 pin lead for Fenway Academy, down 12 in the match. Second box, second strain. Brian Crowell off the head pin again. It's 6, 1, 2, 4, and 10. Brian Purdy on the head pin. Has the 3, 6 in the right, 7 on the left, piece of wood. Crowell in the hole. Purdy for a spare. What a shot for a spare! What great ball we're seeing tonight, folks. 20 plus a ball after 2 for Brian Purdy. 10 for Crowell, or 8 is it? 8, 2, 8, 16 after 2. 120 to 91. 29 pin lead right now for Fenway, but a bunch of marks, 3 spares for Bowling Ball Mafia, and only 1 for Fenway Academy. Back to top of the order, Doug Smith on the right for Bowling Ball Mafia. He had a 603 in the first to Fenway's 560. He's on a spare here. He had a 7 and a spare. Simoneau is open in this third box, coming up on the left. On the fill! Nails down 7. Back door for 5 for Simoneau. 24 after 2 now for Doug Smith. Can He kick it over, not quite. Simoneau for a spare bid, won't go. Rolling back though, no. Smith for a 10, gets it. 34 after 3. Simoneau gets 9. He's at 28. 26 is it? Didn't see it.
Leads at 21.
What's he at? 20? What's he at for Simoneau for a total? I can't see it. 28 is it?
Yes.
28 after 3. Open boxes for both bowlers. Here's Doug Smith in box number 4, string number 2. It's 7. 1, 2, and 7. Simoneau, 2 and 2. Has the 2 and 4 and the 6 and 10 on the right. Smith trying for a spare here. He gets it! Nice ball there. 44 in the ball after 4 for Doug Smith for Bowling Ball Mafia. Simoneau misses everything. Want to get at least 2 here. He gets 2, 8 blocks, 36 after 4. 137 for Fenway, 118 for Bowling Ball Mafia, 19 pin lead. They're down 24 in the match though to Bowling Ball Mafia. Switch sides now.
No.
Switch bowlers rather.
Both open.
Both open here.
I'll give you
Marc Weber.
both open. Spin.
Yep. 6 drop. 1, 2, 7, and 10. Joe Smith punches the spread eagle. Joe had a strike, 8, 9, and 9, 28 for the 2 coming in. 1, 7, 10, the 5th time we've seen that today. 19 times in 3 days. I think it's the 6th.
Oh.
It's the 5th. Nice try for the spare. Is that 5 or 6 now? The 1, 7, 10.
Oh, 6.
19 to
6.
20. 20 for the last 3 days, 1, 7, 10s, 3 converted. 8 blocks for Marc Weber. 24 after 3. 37 after 3 for Joe Smith from Wilmington, Mass. 4th box of the 2nd string. 20 pin lead right now in the string for Fenway. Down 23 in the match. Weber, head pin. Gets 7. 5 for Smith in the first ball. Trying to get a spare here. 7, 8, and 10 with Wood for Marc Weber. Had a 103 in the first. Can he pick it up? Oh,
He's shaking it.
Won't go. Smith for a spare. The 5 won't go. Weber going for a 10. Gives him 34 after 4. Smith with a 121 in the first. Gets 10 here. 47 after 4.
Still 20.
Bowling Ball Mafia up by 23 in the match. Third ball is Chris Merrill. 144 first string, had a struggle to start. 8 in the 4, 12 after 2 in his third box. He's out to the right. It gets him back door help. Has the 1 and 5 behind it, 7, 10 in the corner. Jimbo Ayotte.
Don't see that often.
28 after 2 coming in the third box. Off to the right, gets 6. Can he make this shot? Nope, missed everything. Ayotte. On the head pin, can it get over? Oh, just missed it.
What a 10.
Nice 10 for Chris Merrill.
He made the
Superb shot.
He just made the 1, 5, 7, 10. You may never see that again.
I don't think I've ever seen it. I didn't even see it there. I was blocked by obstructed view. 10 box gives him 22 after 3. Chris, Jimbo in the gutter there. 9 box gives him 37 after 3.
Brings the lead down to 19.
Down 24 in the match, though. Fenway is. We'll start 9 a.m. tomorrow morning and Saturday. 3 more team matches tomorrow, the most in playoffs. We finish up on Saturday here at Leader Lanes in Nashua at the US Invitational. Spread eagle for Chris Merrill. Struggling to string. There's a 7 drop. Half twister left and the 7 pin. That's the 2, 7, and 8 pin to Jimbo.
Oh, wait, so they'll do.
Good try, got 1. This is for a 10 now. And he gets 8. Merrill struggling, only 30 after 4 after that 144 first. Funny game. Ayotte misses, gets an 8. 45 after 4.
Lead is still 19.
Fourth bowl is coming up here. Marc Carrier in the pink for Bowling Ball Mafia. Tim Jalbert in the green.
Both on spares.
Marc Carrier, it's 26 in the ball. Tim Jalbert had 2 spares. He's at 29 plus in the ball after 2. See what Marc gets here on alley 36. Off to the left, only gets 4. 30 after 2. Jalbert trying to build on his first 2 spares. Gets 9. That's the way you want to mark it. 38 after 2. Coming back here. He gets it. First spare. 3 in a row now for Marc Carrier. And another spare. 3 in a row for Jalbert. 3 for 3 for both these bowlers in their first 3 boxes. 48 in the ball now for Tim Jalbert with Haverhill, Mass. 40 in the ball for Marc Carrier. He had a 137 first string. Jalbert off his game in the first had 96, but coming back strong here in the second. That's why you have a team. One bowler can't carry a team usually. On the fill, he gets the head pin, back, 8. 48 after 4. Jalbert off to the head pin, gets 6. 54 after 3. 48 after 3 for Marc Carrier. Consulting how to play this bunch of wood. 6-10 on the right.
Don't like that cap.
Tim Jalbert on 35 has the 1, 2 on the right side, the 6 and the 10. $20-pin lead right now for Fenway still. Down 23 in the match. For a spare! 4 in a row!
He went right around it.
58 in the ball after 4. Marc Carrier carrying his team. Streak is over for Tim Jalbert. He had 3 in a row. Punched out the head pin there. That's 61 right now. Plus whatever he gets here, he gets 9. 63 after 4. Outstanding start for Tim Jalbert for Fenway.
21 pin difference.
207, 186. Bowling Ball Mafia by 22 in the match. What a match we have here. Final match of the day. Anchor bowl is coming up. Brian Purdy on the right. He's a spare coming up here. 20 after 2 in a ball. Crowell is open. Brian Cole, 16 after 2. On the spare. Going for a strike. Will it go? No. Holds up. 8 in the spare. 28 after 2. Crowell trying to get back on track. He's a dangerous bowler. The ugly 3 left up there. Has the 7, 8, and 10. Purdy. Look for another one. Oh, won't go. Oh, trying to turn this into a spare. Gets a shot! Oh!
What a shot!
What a shot by Brian Crowell for a spare! He needed that one. 26 in the ball after 3. Outstanding shot by Brian Crowell for Fenway.
He saw the wood like no one else.
Brian Purdy gets
Back
a
here
10.
anyway.
38 after 3. We're going to have a substitution coming in here. Chris Merrill coming out 9 drop for Carrier there. I mean for Purdy. Crowell on the spare. Off the head pin, but gets 6. 32 after 3 for Brian. Purdy with a 9 drop going for another spare. He's got a 10, a spare 8, and a 10. Missed it. Left. Oh, it's the 1, 2, 4, and the 10 pin standing. Can he make this a spare? On the head pin, he gets it perfectly! After 2 8s, he comes back with 2 spares. 42 and above to 4 for Brian Crowell. 10 for Purdy, 48 for Brian after 4. 233 to 214, 19 pin lead for Fenway right now, unofficially. Down 24 in the match. All right, so we got a lineup change here coming.
Not yet.
So it'll be Doug Smith still and Jay Simoneau. Simoneau on the right for Fenway and a 110 first string. 36 after his first 4 here in the second.
Gotcha.
On his 5th box. Has the 5 in the middle and has the 3 6 10 on the right. Smith has the 1 2 7 and the 8 in the back. 34 after his first. Actually, there's a spare fill, 6 on it, so 50 after 4. Looking for another spare here. He's got 2 so far. The string just missed the head pin.
Joe Duda will be subbing for Chris Merrill when his turn comes.
Joe Duda.
Yep. Of Western Massachusetts.
Simoneau with the 10, 46 after 5, 9 for Doug Smith, 59 after 5. 14 pin lead in the strength of Fenway. Bowling Ball Mafia leads by 29 in the match. 6 box of the second string. Simoneau looking good here. Has the 2 and the 5. Simoneau does. Smith has a split, has the 3 and 6 and the 4 on the left. Simoneau, can he pick it up? Oh, got the 1. Smith on 35, missed everything. For a 10? Yes. 56 after 6 for Jay. 7 for Doug Smith. He's at 66 after 6. 253 to 236. 17 pin lead for Fenway Academy. 26 pin lead in the match though for Bowling Ball Mafia, who won the first by 43. This is Joe Smith. 1, 3, 6, and the 8 to 9 pin in the back. Here's Marc Weber at a 103 in the first. That's the 147. Joe Smith had a 121 for Fenway. For a spare, missed it to the left. Weber has a piece of wood, should help him here. Get the head pin first. Missed the head pin though. Third ball of the box. 8 for Joe Smith. 55 after 5. Weber with a 10. 44 after 5. 261, 246, 15 pin lead for Fenway. 28 pin lead in the match for Bowling Ball Mafia. Smith on his 6 box on 36 has the 3, 6, 10 on the right, 7 on the left.
Merrill had 144.
Marc Weber back door for 6, make it 7. Head pin goes, make it 8. Has the 2 and 4 pin standing up for a spare lead. This is for a spare. 10 pin won't go. Smith. Heck of a try. Weber converts for a spare. 54 on the ball to 6 for Marc Weber for Bowling Ball Mafia. Joe Smith with a 10. He's at 65 after 6. 271, 256, 15-pin lead for Bowling Ball Mafia on 2 marks to 1 for Fenway. Joe Duda now coming in for Bowling Ball Mafia.
He's taking a warm-up?
They allow warm-ups? Could be an injury, that's why, maybe.
I think it's an injury.
On an injury, you can warm up just like baseball pitcher can warm up as long as they want. I don't think he wants to start with a 3-box. It's tough coming up the bench when you're cold.
Seen Joe down in Whitensville and out at in Agawam. I know he bowls up at French King. And he hails from Western Mass. I don't know his hometown.
I thought you knew everything, Bob.
I don't ask him and write it down the way you do. All right, the screens are back on. The warm-ups are done.
All right. So Jimbo Ayotte from Leominster, New Hampshire, at a 119 first string, is up for Fenway Academy. He had 45 in his first 4, or is that 46?
I see a 45 up
45.
there.
He's first. 9 drop, leaving the 10 pin. Here's Joe Judah filling in for Chris Merrill. Yeah,
Yep.
got it. Thank you. Joe Judah coming in now. Hope Chris Merrill's okay. He had a 144 in the first, but struggled with a 30 for 4.
And he was moving gingerly back there.
Yep. They'll need him in the playoff stretch. We have no roving reporters here to check on him, though.
Here are 8s.
38 after 5 for Judah with a combination of Chris Merrill.
No, I was just going to say that it was Joe.
Is Chris okay? Okay. Is he injured?
Okay, just
Okay.
that's odd. Oh, really?
Mr. Work,
Oh, he's
okay.
got a closing, I heard. That's tough. That's tough.
65 after at that spare fill, 53 for Ayotte. Had a spare 4 when we were getting the lineup change.
Difference is 18 up there.
Spread eagle in that fill. Judah trying to get a spare here. 8 pin won't go though. Ayotte for a big out here. Gets 8 out of that. 67 after 6. 9 for Judah. 48 after 6.
293 to 274, a 19-pin lead for Fenway Academy.
Bowling Ball Mafia has the edge of the match by 24 after this 6:03 first string. Tim Jalbert, strike! 73 in the ball after 5. Here comes Carrier, triangle. 1, 3, and 9 remaining. Standing up on 35. Wood is beneficial here. Can he pick it up? He does! Strike for Jalbert, spare for Carrier.
Seven in the fill, too.
That's right, Trey. 65 and 75 in the ball after 5. Sensational bowling for both these guys.
So the lead is down to 12 with that 7 fill.
Jalbert on a strike. Can he double it up? Gets 8 in the first ball. Carrier on a spare on 35. Punches to the left. Gets 5. 80 after 5 for Carrier. Halfway to 160. Jalbert trying to kick it over. Nothing doing there. 8 in the fill. 81 after 5. Outstanding bowling. Both these gentlemen hooked it. Trying to get at least one. He got both. Nice shot. Jalbert at 91 after 6. And a nice out of his own by Carey with 9. 89 after 6. These two bowlers have 91 and 89 through 6 each. Phenomenal.
After that exchange, it's 321 to 305, a 16-pin lead for Fenway.
Bowling Ball Mafia up by 27 in the match. Anchor bowlers, Ryan Crowell warming up, test slide. I'm sorry, Ryan Crowell. That changed. Ryan Crowell's up now. Purdy on the left.
No change
Crowell
there.
on the right. On a mark. Strike!
On spare.
Huge, 57 now after 4 and 67 the ball after 2. That's how you bundle up the points. Purdy open box. He had 48 through 4. I kick this over. Won't go. Leaving up 3. Brian Crowell started up with a pair of 8s. And there's 3 marks, 2 spares and a strike since then. 9 for Purdy, 57 through 5. 27-pin lead right now for Fenway. Only down 16 in the match. And they've got a strike fill here to close the gap.
To increase, close the match gap.
Right, match gap. Crowell looking for a double strike here on 36. Misses the head pin though. No backdoor action. 4 horsemen left. 1, 2, 4, 7. Purdy. Half Worcester left. Ryan trying to make it 4 marks in a row. 2 spares and strike. For another spare, missed it. 9 fill though. 71 after 5.
Purdy, check up.
Purdy punches out. He'll need a big out. He's got 6 remaining. 1 ball to go. Crowell, 10, 81 through 6. Purdy looking for a big out. Gets 3 of the 6, 7 blocks, 64 through 6. 360 to 321. Fenway up by 39. The match lead is down to 4. Here we go again. Last 4 boxes. Like I said, no lead is safe with any of these teams, especially these two. Doug Smith on the right for Bowling Ball Mafia, 66 through 6. Joe Simoneau, 56 through 6 for Fenway. 5 on the first ball. Simoneau hits the head pin, gets 9. Has the 3-pin standing. Golden chance for a mark. Doug, a spare in this one. Wow, he does! Incredible! Low wide shot for a spare. And a spare. Simoneau gets the wood to go for him. Matching spares, 76 in the ball. Through 7 for Smith. Simoneau, 66 in the ball through 7. 39-pin lead for Fenway, 4-pin match lead for Bowling Ball Mafia. On the spare, gets 6, 7, despite missing the head pin. 83 after 7 for Smith. 35 is stuck again. Do they allow the bowl to continue if there's a freeze, or you have to wait, still go one at a time each?
You're allowed to continue. It's just a matter of courtesy. It's not in the rules that way. You're not allowed to. The only rules here, the local rules, are you can't start your next game until all the other teams have finished.
Right. And the ball on the left never starts first. Unless you're Deb Kamerowski. He's a fast bowler. Deb Kamerowski's wife, Framingham, Mass, in the ACST Millis area. Ryan Family Amusements. Have you heard when the finals are going to be between Corey Packard and the Chicho Championship?
They're all attending to the.
With Jeremy?
They're all
pending still.
Everything depends on this. Nobody's thinking about that right now. He said he'd talk about it after the Invitational.
Okay, 35 is ready to go. Simoneau also working a spare. Smith got 7 on his, 83 after 7. Simoneau for Fenway on 35. Looking for a big fill off the head pin, but gets 6. 72 through 7. Smith looking for another one. They got it! 1, 2, 10 for a spare. 2 in a row. 93 through 8 for Smith. Simoneau tries and gets just a head pin. Has the 3 and 10 on the right, 7 pin on the left. The wood carry for a 10. Yes!
Oh my!
What a shot that was. 82 after that 10 box for Jay Simoneau for Merrimack, New Hampshire for Fenway Academy. 386 to 348, 38 pin lead for Fenway. The match is 5 for Bowling Ball Mafia. Marc Weber for Bowling Ball. He's on a mark. Missed the head pin, gets 5. 59 after 6. After 5, 59 after 6. Spread eagle on an open box for Joe Smith. Weber for another one. Good try. Go. Smith. Gets 2. Yep. He had 5 in the fill. Looking for a 10 after a spread eagle. Does his job. 69 through 7 for Marc Weber. Smith gets a 7 box. 72 through 7. 30 pin lead in the string from Fenway Academy. Down 13 in the match. Weber in his 8th box of the second and final string of our 5th and final match of the day. Good hit. Has a split though. Smith, head pin. 8 drop piece of wood for a spare opportunity. Weber has the 6-10 on the right, 7 on the left. Is that wooden play here, Bob?
It's not helpful at the moment.
It's too far back. Good try though. Smith for a spare. Connects. 82 in the ball after 8 for Joe Smith from Wilmington, Mass. For Fenway Academy. Weber looking for a 10 here on 36. No, 9 box. 78 through 8. 403 to 372. 31 pin lead for Fenway Academy. Down 12 in the match. 1 mark pending for bullet. One spare for each team in hand. Third ball is coming up. Joe Duda, Bowling Ball Mafia on 36. Strike!
Super sub.
58 plus 2 up to 7. Subbing in for Chris Merrill, who had to go to work. And has a nice ball, but only 7 for Jimbo. He had 67 through 6. 7 to start the 7th box of the second and final string at Leda Lanes in Nashua at the US Invitational. Good try, doesn't get it. Nine box, 76 through 7. Paul Grant with Bob Lee. thrilling matches today. It's going to get more and more intense next couple of days. We wrap up team competition tomorrow. 3 more events, 3 more team matches, and then we have playoffs.
Games at 30, matches at 13. Joe's in the bonus. 2 balls.
Off to the right, only gets 2 on his first ball. Jimbo Ayotte of Lemston, New Hampshire. Trying for a big ball here. Off to the left, only gets 3. Second ball on the strike. Hits the head pin, gets 18 bucks out of that. 66-37 for Joe Duda. Ayotte, second ball. Got the 5. He's up to 4 and 7. 10 bucks for Joe Duda. 76-8. 400. Bowling Ball Mafia. 9 for Fenway Academy. They're at 421. So the lead is 21. Down 22 in the match. 4th bowlers here coming up. Marc Carey on the right had a 137 first string.
No, no more.
He's at 89 after 6.
It's 21 and 22, right?
Yep. Jalbert had 91 after 6. Let's clear that wood out of the gutter before we start. These two are going at it this string. Open box for both these bowlers. Ball goes to the right. 3 down. 7 drop off the head pin.
There is an electronic scoring area. Bowling Ball Mafia has 1 more pin than they should have. So take 1 from the Bowling Ball Mafia score.
Oh, just missed the spare by 1. Tim Jalbert, chance for a spare, missed it. This is for 10, gets it. 99 through 7. 10 also for Jalbert. Jalbert at 101 through 7.
So with that scoring change, it's really it's a 20-pin lead for Fenway in this game, and on the match, that makes it 23.
Mafia has the lead. Bowling Ball Mafia has the lead in the match.
Add 1 to the score on the right.
So they're 411.
Yes.
All right.
Sorry, no.
No, minus 1.
Take minus 1 for
Right,
them.
so 5. Oh, there's a chance for a strike. He gets it. Duda with a strike. 109 plus 2 after 8. Jalbert coming back at the head pin. Not as fortunate, gets 5. 3, 6, 10 on the right, 4, 7 on the left.
Oh,
Try.
one came out of the pit.
$10.
So that 420 should be a 419.
That was Marc Carey, not, I got that wrong. That was Marc Carey, not Duda.
Another cool dude.
Another ball. The action's so fast and furious, hard to keep up sometimes. So that was Marc Carey the last 2 with the strike. At 10 the strike. My apologies. He had a 137 the first. He's on pace to do it again, possibly this string. Clear the wood here in the gutter. Jalbert at 111 after 8.
So it's 22.
Now the anchor bowlers are up. Ryan Purdy on the right. Ryan Crowell on the left. Crowell's at 111 after 8. Purdy's at 64 after 6 rather, and 64 after 6. Brian Purdy.
So we've confirmed it's a 22 pin difference in the game.
Fenway in the lead. Purdy. 6 drop on the first ball. Crowell. Gets 5 in his first ball. He's at 81 after 6 coming into the 7th box. So those last 2 boxes were Mark Carrier with a 10 and a strike, not Joe Judah. Ooh, good try for a spare. He came short by 1 pin.
Can't sub for 2 guys.
Crowell, difficult shot, gets 3, leaving up the 7 and 8 pin on 35. Purdy going for the 7 pin for a 10. Nails it. 74 through 7. He gets 98 in his first string. Brian at a 113. He gets 9 here. 98 through 7. 450 to 429. 21 pin lead. With the scoreboard update for Fenway Academy. Now 22 in the match. Purdy in the 8th box.
Oh. 3.
3. Oh, trying to get a mark to get closer in the match. Off the head pin gets 5. Has the 1, 2, 4, and the 9 and the 10. Purdy just knocks a couple out there. 5 to go with 1 ball in the 8th. Ryan Cole. Second ball. Good shot. Good try. 2 to go. 9 and 10 pin standing. Only a 6 there for Brian. 80 after 8. Fenway will gain 3 pins as Brian Cole gets a 9. 99 after 8. 435 on the right, 459 on the left. 24 pin lead right now for Fenway. 2 boxes to go in the final match of the day. From Leader Lanes in Nashua at the US Invitational. Jay Simoneau. Open box had 82 after 8. Doug Smith is on a spare on the left side. He's at 93 in a ball. 7 fill. 100 after 8. Simoneau in the hole. Smith has the 3-6 on the right. Piece of wood has the 4 on the left. Simoneau. Oh, for 10, he gets 1. 7 box for him. 89 after 9. Just Jay Simoneau. Doug Smith with that spare is at 110 in a ball after 9. 466 to 452. The lead is only 14 now for Fenway. Down 29 in the match. Simoneau trying to get a mark. 2 full, spread eagle. On the spare, he gets a spread eagle plus 1, 3 fill. 113 after 9. Punch is only 1. Smith trying to work out of a 3 and 4 spot here. Goes for 3, gets 3. Has 4 left on the left side. 2, 4, 7, and the 8 behind. Tough 6 for Jay Simoneau. Ends up with a 95, a 110, and a 95. 205 total for Jay Simoneau from Merrill, New Hampshire. Doug Smith big out 9, 122. Hit a 121 in the first and 122 in the second. 243 for the 2 for Doug Smith for Bowling Ball Mafia. 472 to 464, 8 pin lead now. Fenway does have a mark, but Bowling Ball Mafia has a strike versus Fenway's spare. Second ball is Joe Smith, Mark Weber. Smith on the right. Tough split. Mark Weber punches out the quarter Worcester. Can he kick it over? Not quite. Good bid. Weber, second ball. At 5 as the 1, 4, 9, and 10. 10 box for Smith. 99 through 9. 7.
Smith with 7 in that fill is the difference there.
85 after 9 for Weber. 10th box. Big split there. Weber in his final box. Second final swing of the day. 5 standing. At a 103 in the first. Joe Smith at a 121 in the first for Fenway. This is for a spare opportunity, way off to the left. It's 2. That was Joe Smith. Weber off to the right, but gets back door. Leaves up the head pin. For a 10, gets 8. Smith finishes up with a 107, a 121, and the 107. 2-string total of 228. Joe Smith of Wilmington, Mass. 9 for Marc Weber. Ends up with a 94. He had a 103 and now a 94. 2-string total of 197 for Marc Weber for Bowling Ball Mafia. 497 to 482, 15-pin lead. 15-pin lead in the string for Fenway. They're down 28 in the match.
15.
15. And 28 down in the match, though. Now here's Joe Judah. Not to be confused with Mark Carrier. Jimbo Ayotte on the right. 7 drop. Open boxes for these bowlers. Judah on 35. Gets 6. He raises the wood here on the left. Ayotte for a spare bid. Goes to the pins directly. Only got 1. Joe Judah. 4-7 on the left, 6-10 on the right for a spare opportunity. Didn't go on the right. It went on the right, not on the left. Both bowlers trying for a 10 here. Gets 9. Ayotte at 94 through 9. 9 also for Joe Judah. Gives him 85 through 9. Should still be at 15.
Yep.
Fenway up by 15 in the string, but trail by 28 in the match. Final box for these two bowlers.
Strike coming up for the next bowler for Bowling Ball Mafia. Carrier.
Carrier. He's at 109 plus those 2 coming up. The 137 first string. Jimbo Ayotte had a 119 his first string. At 84 after 9 currently. First ball, 10th box, head pin, gets the roll on the right. He's up to 2 and 4 on the left. Joe Judah, 4 horsemen left. Combination of Chris Merrill and Joe Judah are at 111. I'm sorry, at 80. He's at 84. And there's a spare in the last box for Jimbo.
Oh!
Nice
Danced
try there by
around both
Judah.
sides of the
104 in a ball for Jimbo Ayotte.
That's a big exchange.
9 for Judah. 93 for the combo of Chris Merrill and Joe Judah. Ayotte on a spare, 104 plus. Gets 8, 112 to the string.
Leads down to single digits.
119
Sorry,
to
no.
112.
I'm sorry.
231.
Sorry, the lead is up to 24. Match lead now is down to the teens.
19 is the lead for Bowling Ball Mafia in the total. With Fenway up by 24 in the strike. Tim Jalbert, spread eagle. Carrier working on a strike. Off the head pin, gets 3 in his first of 2 on the fill. Tim off to the left gets 2. 3, 6, 10 on the right. Has the 2 pin on the left. Hits the hole, gets the 1 in the back. 4 fill on the strike. 113 through 8 for Marc Carrier. 9 fill, 9 box for Tim Jalbert. He's up to 120 through 9. Big out here. He gets 4. 8 bucks for Marc Carrier. 121 through 9. 509 and 523 the other way, so 14 is the lead. Is that right?
Is it possible?
It's at 533.
It's a 533.
All right, so
It's 24.
big ball there, but only no wood. 5-7 left over. Nice ball there. Will a 5 go? No. Carrier bid for a strike. This ball short. Same spot. That's a spare.
Hey, you finally broke up.
Jalbert, difficult lead here. 5-7. Can he kick it over? He does!
Oh, what a shot! The 5-7.
Tim Jalbert spare. 130 in the ball to finish up. And a spare for Marc Carrier. 131 in the ball. Bragging rights in this spare, Phil. 131 to 130 plus a ball for each. Tim Jalbert from Haverhill, Mass. To finish up here on a spare. Will it go for a strike? No, 9. 139. And a strike. 141 finish for Marc Carrier after a 137 first string. 278 total for Marc Carrier for Bowling Ball Mafia. Tim Jalbert 96 first, 139 second, 235 total.
23 pin lead on the game and a 20 pin lead on the match coming into the final 2 boxes.
Bowling Ball Mafia in control of 4 of 6 here from Fenway Academy. Final 2 boxes of the match. Brian Crowell, open box of the 9th. Half west to right. He has 99 coming in after 8. Brian Purdy punches the quarter whister. We've seen it twice now this spring. He has 80 after 8 coming in. His final 2.
Oh,
Ugly lead for both these guys.
Deadwood. Still moving though. May go back. May go all the way back.
So it looks like it's going to be the first string win and the total win for Bowling Ball Mafia. And Fenway, well, it looks like they'll just take 2. If it holds up, they'll be 58 and 24. 58 and 26. Missed it. Tough 6 there for Brian Crowell. 105 after 9. Purdy, 6 box of his own. 86 through 9. 23 pin lead in the string, 20 pin lead in the match. 1 box to go. So Bowling Ball Mafia will take 4 out of 6 off Fenway Academy. We'll have 3 more matches starting tomorrow at 9 a.m. and playoffs later in the day. Finals on Saturday at 9 o'clock also. The leader lanes here in Nashua at the US Invitational. Brian Crowell 8 on his first ball. Teammates shake hands. Great sportsmanship as always in Candlepin Bowling.
Oh,
And he got the spare. 115 the ball to wrap it up. Purdy off to the right, only 5 down with 1 to go. He's at 91 for the string with those 5. 98 in the first. Seven for the box, 93 and 98. 191 two-string total for Brian Purdy for Bowling Ball Mafia. 1 ball to go in this 5th and final match of the day. Brian Crowell from Fenway Academy. 115 plus whatever he gets here. And he gets 6, leads up the 4 horsemen. 121, 113 and 121. 234 for the 2 for Brian Crowell for Fenway Academy. So Bowling Ball Mafia does take 4 out of 6 from Fenway Academy. What a match. Paul Grant, Bob Lee, thank you so much for watching us. We'll see you tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock in the morning. Bob, any closing thoughts?
well, Fenway did a good job. They kept it in there, but Bowling Ball Mafia in that 144, that big 144 game out of Chris Merrill. I think that was the difference there.
And then Carey had a 137 also.
Yeah, to keep him in the match in the second. Thanks, Paul. You did a great job
You
today.
too, Bob. Thank you very much. 2 more days to go.
We'll
9
see you
a.m.
again
tomorrow morning.
See you again early in the morning.
Thank you.